What's going on, everyone? We are back in here with another video. Much obliged again for looking at this. We will discuss grimy testing. These are things that ladies will commonly do to attempt to perceive how you answer in circumstances that they put you in. Ordinarily, toward the start, a portion of the filthy testing will be questions. They will ask you inquiries to attempt to get a reaction or get a response from you, and in light of that response, they know how to treat you. We will utilize the term dominant man and beta male just to attempt to place individuals in a specific box corresponding to the reactions. When you discuss messy testing, the premise of the grimy test is to get a close-to-home reaction from you and to perceive how you respond to the scrutinizing. Unfortunately, all ladies make it happen. It is a piece of their temperament. In light of your exhibition of these messy tests, she knows how to treat you in that relationship, whether it's a short-term or a long-term circumstance. How about we go through the nuts and bolts of it and classify how the testing functions? Toward the start of the relationship, say you're simply knowing who the individual is. You may be at the bar, at the bookshop, or anywhere you are. The essential degrees of messy testing are in types of inquiries or quick reactions to the circumstance. She's fundamentally trying things out. So for example, assuming you approach a young lady and you ask some information like her number or any such thing, a normal reaction would be "I have a boyfriend" if she's not intrigued. A large portion of them haven't considered anything farther than that. They simply imagine that that will be the end-all be-all. The guy generally will get together his facts and walk away. In the event that you answer in an exemplary manner to say, "In any case, sorry for you, your friends are hotter than you," you can definitely get her attention back to you where she doesn't anticipate it, and you might be able to pass that specific assessment. She may not be interested in you at any rate. However, toward the day's end, you don't triumph ultimately the final say regarding what is happening. Another exemplary is, "Do I look fat in this dress?" The most effective way to deal with that clearly is to not get in the circumstance. Be like, "Indeed, no honey, you look perfect." These are minimal exemplary things that when you're MGTOW, you don't need to deal with as you've headed out in a different direction. However, for the men, if you offer her an underhanded commendation like, "You won't look any fatter than the other ladies out there," then she won't know where to put that. She realizes that you have a reaction for that, so you're not a beta male or a simp about that specific inquiry. You won't attempt to tell her what she wants to hear, however, by the day's end. You can offer her an underhanded commendation and continue further. She will be aware that at that specific point, you're either going to make a joke of the circumstance and not treat it in a serious way. She therefore won't consider your viewpoint or attempt to messy test you in that specific manner. Those are the essential levels of the filthy testing game. They're all questions or quick reactions to perceive how you respond. Now, let's get to the high-level games. These are the high-level games that she will attempt to use to declare her strength over you or test her cutoff points with you. These are beyond the domain of inquiries. Generally, she will begin requesting that you get things done for her to attempt to check whether you will do them. For instance, on the off chance that you're perched on a love seat, she could request that you go to the fridge and get a brew for her. That is trying her cutoff points. She's making an effort not to check whether you will be respectful. If you buck up and get up off the sofa and go get a brew, you've taken yourself from the predominant to the submissive side, and on the off chance that she's your significant other, sweetheart, or whoever it is, she will dry up in the Sahara Desert. No game that you will offer of real value that will get her wet. Turning compliant will totally switch her off. Regardless of whether you're in the kitchen, advise her to go up and get herself a brew. If you have any desire to get her wet, know these circumstances where she attempts to affirm predominance. One more illustration of this is housewives. They will do this. You're working the entire day, she's at home with the children day in and day out. We don't have the foggiest idea how she's managing her specific time, but she has her timetable with the children. She might have neglected to get something from the supermarket, and she will call or text you at work and request that you go get a gallon of milk and bring it home since she forgot it. Too bad, because if whatever you are planning for supper require milk, it isn't going to work out. I've been working the entire day. The last thing I want to do is stop at the store and get milk. You've been home the entire day. You've been doing whatever you've been doing, and hence you need to prioritize your time better as a mother, since that is your obligation. It is to be the domestic engineer of the house. My occupation isn't to back that up. My responsibility is to be the provider, and in that situation, since you fail at your work and you maintain that I should cover your posterior, is a filthy test. The moment you stop at the store once, don't think that you won't continue to stop at the store. She will continue to forget things in the future since she realizes you are the backup in that. That is her work. Women, ensure you go ahead and get the milk, improve at your job, and I'll improve at my job. I don't mean to be bothering your job and my job at the same time. One more way where she's attempting to state her strength over you is the point at which you see these beat-up spouses sitting on a sideline at the shopping mall holding ladies' satchels while they proceed to shop in the shopping mall. These folks are staying there, all slouched over, holding handbags while these ladies will spend the cash that they probably didn't bring in. It is a messy test. Why at the first place would you say you are going to the shopping center with your sweetheart or spouse? I see no justifiable excuse for me to be going to the shopping mall with you, particularly assuming I know you will shop. You do that individually. Go get your own garments when you need to go get garments. Go take a stab at garments when you need to go take a stab at garments. You need to take little Johnny out to get garments. Go get them since that is the reason you're a housewife. You're the domestic architect. At the point when I, the man, wants to go take Johnny out to get garments, Johnny and I are going to the shopping center to get shoes. We don't have to drag the entire damn family and keeping in mind that you're in there taking a stab at dresses. I'm not holding your satchel. I fail to really see the reason why you take the handbag in there with you. You just need the wallet out of that satchel. You have sufficient room to get a wallet out. For what reason do you really want me to hold the entire damn handbag? That is fundamentally her stating her predominance over you, and assuming you fail that test, you can now comprehend the reason why you're in a dry spell marriage. She has no respect for you. She has no enthusiasm for your predominance over her regardless of how you reduce to it. However, on the off chance that you are prevailing, even a feminist will lay on her back. She will lay on her back and get wet for you. However, assuming that you are agreeable, she will not. This is all psychological and mental mistreatment games. At the point when individuals, particularly men, say I don't entertain games, this is the games that we're discussing. They would rather not play these specific games, but ladies normally need to place themselves in the circumstances to either get security, test your cutoff points with them, state their strength over you, or for you to attest your predominance over them, or to break the relationship. These are the things that will occur. For this reason, I don't take part in relationships long term. For this reason, I don't take part in marriages, because who needs to manage that? I have preferred activities over to manage that. In the event that you are going through any of these, you now know how it works. That is the video for now. Gratitude for buying in and being faithful watchers. I value every individual who sees these videos, and we're out. Harmony.